After 100 years now, the Olympics are returning to Paris. So as a full-time Olympian, can you try and put into words why the Olympics are so special? What makes the Olympics so unique?
I think it's tied up in so many things. I mean, there are the old historic, the ideals and the morals of the Olympic Games, and the reasons going back to the ancient Greeks, and then Baron Pierre de Coubertin and all of that. It's also the history and the characters that have built themselves. I mean, I was watching the Daley Thompson documentary the other night, and that really shows how key the Olympics was for him in building him as a sporting icon. And I think for the coming together of all of the sports, and like we saw with Andy Murray, when it's the pinnacle of the sport, even when you have events like the huge Grand Slams like Wimbledon, when the Olympics is something that the athlete talks about as the pinnacle, that's part of what I think makes it so special. And for youngsters, whether they're watching in Paris or whether they're watching on television, it's the opportunity to discover a passion, and to go along and follow that sport and see where it takes them. And it might be enjoyment levels, it might be to huge successes in the future. We don't know that. So I think it's part of that magic of sport just being brought together with the dreams and the heartbreak as well. All of that emotion, I think, makes the Olympics very, very special.
Now, we've got some pretty strong interest, haven't we, in the middle distances for this Olympics. Let's start with Keely Hodgkinson, who's run the fastest 800-metre time of anyone for 6 years recently. How do you assess her chances of getting a gold medal?
I think really, really strong. I mean, let's remember Keely came out with the silver medal last time around, was kind of probably at that point not expected to do that. She's since then backed that up with numerous silver medals and really, really has worked and deserves that gold medal on the major stage. And I think coming into the Olympics in phenomenal form. I mean, she tops the world list. She's backed up by two more Brits behind her. Of those, Georgia Bell is racing in the 1500 metres, and we've got another youngster who is just 17 in Phoebe Gill, who's extremely exciting as well. So it is about Keely's chances, but it's also about that strength and depth and the fact that those women are backing each other up and inspiring each other. And it's not just the women, it's the middle distance men as well. And it's the whole team going in on that crescendo of great performances like Keely's, but also like Matthew Hudson-Smith's at the weekend.
Yeah, so exciting. So much talent there. Britain's world champion Josh Kerr and Jakob Ingebrigtsen in the 1500 metres will be one of the highlights. For those who don't know too much, can you tell us about Josh and his chances of winning gold? Because if he did, he would have done something Seb Coe or Steve Cram couldn't, and be world and Olympic champion.
And the fact that neither of those two could do that really underlines how extremely difficult it is to achieve that tough double back-to-back global titles at 1500 metres, which can be one of the most competitive races and certainly is this time coming around. So if you want to watch some really, really exciting racing, tune into that men's 1500 metres, because it's the difference of characters in there as well. You've got Jakob Ingebrigtsen, you've got Josh Kerr, we've hopefully got other athletes coming into the final, the likes of Jared Naguse, and other athletes who will really make it an exciting race. And it really is about seeing how they bring their race. And that's the challenging thing, I think, for Josh, and what he has displayed so well over the past 12 months and maybe more, is that ability to focus on his race and his confidence and not get sucked into running someone else's race, but to go with his instincts, to go with that amazing racing instinct that he has. And can he bring that out against the ultimate racer as well, and someone who thinks he really can just dominate and race away from the competition in Jakob Ingebrigtsen?
And what other events or athletes would you pick out then? What should we be keeping our eye on in the next few weeks?
I think that men's 400 metres will be a great race from a British perspective as well. The women's pole vault with Molly Caudry going. As I said, that women's 800 metres. We've also got a strong team going in the women's 1500 metres as well. And that, like I said, that men's 1500 metres is going to be a thrilling race. From a war of attrition and just an entertainment perspective, I really think that the marathons on the final 2 days will be some thrilling racing as well, because it's a very, very interesting and great spectator course, but a very challenging course as well. So it won't be the fastest person on paper coming out on top. It will be the person who's the best suited to that course and who races it in the most clever way.
Paula, absolute honour to get you on this morning. Thanks very much for doing that. We really appreciate it. Got some great insight as well, and enjoy the Olympics. I'm sure you will.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and good luck to everyone.